Uh, Today's video is video number 22, and in today's video we'll be discussing about priority rules. I believe this video is the last topic for the trap series for the theory. Then further videos will be on the tests. This will be a little bit lengthy, and please stay tuned. Okay, I will skip the disclaimer, and I hope you have been enjoying till now, and further this last video you will also enjoy for the theory. Regarding the agenda, we will be discussing about the various traffic guidelines. Then we will discuss what are the priority rules at designated priorities, without at junctions without designated priorities, at roundabout, paved road, unpaved road. Means I have made it summarized and specific, and the rules specific to the group, so that it is easy to understand. In many of the resources, these all rules are scattered here and there, but it is better to put it in one presentation so that it is easily understood and one can distinguish also which rule is applicable where. Okay, moving forward, the traffic guidelines. Okay, the traffic rules or the priority of the traffic guidelines are in this format. First, the enforcement officer has the highest priority. If suppose it is red, for example, if suppose it is red and the traffic officer says to go, then we have to go, because he is on the he or she or the traffic official is on at the highest level. If there are no traffic officers, then we have to follow the traffic lights. The second priority is of the traffic light. Then the third order of priority is of traffic symbols. Then the general rules, like I have to keep to the right, I have to give priority to the people coming from the right. So yeah, those are the rules. So this is the order of priority for car drivers. Okay, priority rules at junctions with designated priorities. Signs and symbols on the road govern, like shark teeth on the road. If there, as you know, when there is a shark teeth, the drivers has to be given priority rather than the passengers, irrespective coming from left or right. Shark teeth is also known as yield lines, are only for the drivers to give way, not for pedestrians. Okay, this is the rule for the designated priority. Priority junction rules where there are no designated priorities, like for example here there is no traffic light here, the junction without designated priority, there are no sharp teeth here. In this junction it is very difficult to understand who has to be given priority, and that is the cause of most of the accidents also. People don't have knowledge. So here I have illustrated some clear rules. We already discussed about this in an earlier video, but it's a to recap. As a recap, we have to read it again. During turning of car, pedestrians and drivers going straight on the same road has priority. This is already known. All the traffic users have priority if my car is taking a turn and they are going on the straight path. If running car and the pedestrian are on the opposite road, like moving perpendicular to each other, then no priority to the pedestrian, but priority to the driver coming from the right. If turning a straight car, going car, and the second straight going or turning are on the opposite road, like meeting perpendicular to each other, the driver on the right have priority. If two vehicles are merging on the same road, then short turn has more priority than long turn. This also we discussed in the earlier video. Priority rules at the roundabout. One has to give way to the vehicles continuing in the roundabout. This is very important to know, that if a vehicle is already in the roundabout, then if I am entering the roundabout, I have to give priority to the vehicle who is already in the roundabout, irrespective coming from left or from the right. So the vehicles who did not enter has to stop. Then priority rules at both unpaved and paved road. From this part, a question I can give in writing, that a question is a must. So for paved and unpaved combination, when there is means that if this is the road and this is the unpaved road, and this one is a paved road, then give way to drivers from both left and right. Means suppose let also example, this is a unpaved road. Then if a car is trying to enter from this direction or from this side, then the car on the paved road do not have to give priority to the cars on the unpaved road. So either from the left or from the right, this car will go first. This car will go first. That was for the drivers. What about the pedestrians? So imagine if a pedestrian is coming from this direction or a pedestrian coming from this direction, then the car on the paved road do not have to give priority to the pedestrians. That is what I intend to say here. Okay, let's take another example. Suppose this is the unpaved road and this is the paved road. If here is a car and if here is a pedestrian, then the car on the unpaved road do not have to give priority to the pedestrian either from the left or from the right. And please understand that the skaters, the people who are on the skateboards, are also pedestrians. Only and only the car on the unpaved road has to give priority to the car on the paved road. Okay, that was for paved unpaved combination. Now only for paved combination. For example, if this road and if all the roads are paved and this is also paved, in that case give way all the traffic from both left and right. Okay, let me explain little bit further. Paved road and major carriageway, or major road and paved road, this is a minor road. What do you mean by major road? Means the width is big, it is multi-lane. And what do I mean by minor road? Means it's a one-lane road, something like that. In that scenario, the vehicle on the main carriageway do not have to give priority to anyone on the minor road. That is either from left and right, that is for sure. But the vehicle on the minor road has to give priority to both pedestrians and the vehicle from left and right on the main carriageway. So this is the difference between paved combination and unpaved combination. In unpaved combination, if I am on the unpaved road, then I have to give only priority to the drivers. I do not have to give priority to the pedestrians. Whereas in the paved combination, if I am on the minor road, then I have to give priority to both pedestrians and the driver. Very important to understand. And please rerun the video again if you are not able to understand. Priority rules at paved road. Priority to all drivers from left and right at entry and exit positions. If suppose I am on a this is not the main carriageway. The main carriageway is this one, and I am entering into the main carriageway, then I have to give access to all the drivers from left and right. If a driver wants to enter and you are exiting, then it is advisable to let vehicles exit so that entering vehicles have more space. For example, if a driver, if suppose this is a road and this is a road, if I want to enter into this road, then first allow the driver here to exit, then there will be sufficient space, because the underlying assumption is that this road is a minor road and this is a major road, so the width is less. So first let this vehicle to escape, there will be more space, then I should enter. Doing a special maneuver, then priority to all traffic from left and right. This we already know. During a special maneuver, I have to give a priority to all, means I have to give access to all other traffic users at the entry and exit. Okay, priority rules when pedestrians involved. At the entry and exit, like F zone, both left and right pedestrian goes first. Means if I am entering somewhere, for example here, like This is not a road, and this is like an entry point. If I am entering somewhere, then I have to give access to all the road users, including the pedestrians. Then priority rules, okay, at pedestrian crossing, pedestrians are given priority. Pedestrians go in and out of tram and there is no refuge island, then pedestrians are given priority. If there is a refuge island, then pedestrians can stand over it, so I do not have to give priority. Skaters and skateboarders are pedestrians. At normal road junctions from an opposite road, they do not have priority, even from left and right. Means if this is a normal road junction, and if a pedestrian is approaching or skateboarder is approaching, if my car is this, then this pedestrian do not have priority. Okay, so here we discussed about entry and exit, and here we discussed about the pedestrians. Okay, moving forward, then coming to ERF and rules for special pedestrians. Priority is always given to blind people and who have difficulty in moving. For this, we have to stop. If this is the road and suddenly a disabled person is entering, then when I am going here, either from left or from the right, then I have to stop and I have to give priority to them. If entering an ERF, then priority to all traffic users. If I am entering into an ERF zone, then if a driver that wants to come out or if a pedestrian wants to cross, then all are given priority. Okay, these are the priority symbols and we already discussed about this. Here we have to stop. Here I am on a priority road, and the minor roads people have to give priority to me. Some other rules. This also symbol also belongs to the priority road, that indicates that I am on a priority road. This is a dangerous junction and I have to release the gas. So this thing we already discussed in the previous video. It's just a recapitulation. Just a recap of what we discussed earlier. Okay, priority insight and shark teeth. We already discussed it earlier, but this is just a recap. Priority at the shark teeth is only, suppose this is the shark teeth and here there is a pedestrian crossing, a pedestrian is crossing here, then I do not have to give priority to the pedestrians, but only priority is given to the drivers. To avoid conflicting points, shark teeth are installed. That is the main purpose of the shark teeth. Here I have highlighted two things, that if I am approaching to a shark teeth, then if I see from a distance that nobody is approaching, then I can move on. But if there is some traffic, if some drivers are approaching, then I have to stop, but I do not have to turn off the engine. If there is a stop sign, like here there was a shark teeth signpost, but if there is a stop sign, then even if there is no one approaching, I have to stop. So that is the difference between shark teeth signpost and means the priority signpost. I am telling shark teeth, but this is priority signpost or a stop sign signpost. Okay, then moving forward, drivers, okay, always give priority to crossing driver. If this is the signpost, a stop signpost, then always give priority to drivers only, not pedestrians. Pedestrians have no priority as stop sign to drivers from left and right. The same is applicable for this signpost also. Priority insights, simultaneous bends for entry and exits. Entering vehicle must give way to exiting vehicle. This thing we already discussed in the before 2 or 3 slides before, so one can ignore this part. Okay, priority rules during a dangerous situation. For example, here the width of the road is less and the vehicles are approaching from both the directions. Then what should one do? One has to see what is the signpost available, and here in the signpost it says that the approaching vehicle from the right hand side from this direction has priority over the vehicle than this direction. So this vehicle will go first, then the next vehicle. If there is no signpost like this, then both of them has to apply social driving behavior through eye contact, or through somehow they have to communicate and allow each other to pass through. At T junction, if a minor and major road junction, like we discussed earlier, if a minor junction, then I have to give priority to all the users, including the pedestrians. But if there are equal type of roads, like no minor or no major, but all are major, then priority only to drivers from the right. With this, we have come to the end of the topic, and I hope everybody enjoyed it. For further studies, please refer to these references. And thank you, everyone. Please learn well to avoid confusing traps. We will meet with each other, or if there is a new video, then I will announce it. But this is the end of all the theoretical knowledge that I wanted to give to my viewers. Further, there will be videos regarding the test series, and that will be uploaded in the app. Stay tuned and keep learning well. Till then, goodbye.